Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to celebrate the union of Beth and James. I stand before you today as maid of honour for my incredible twin sister. We've travelled the world together as perfect travel companions, me organising every detail and you along for the ride. And today I've had the privilege to stand by your side as you embark on a new kind of adventure. Being a wife and starting a family of your own. We all know Beth will bring so many of her amazing qualities to this marriage. Your ability to organise everything and everyone around you. Your generous and caring heart for others leads you to go above and beyond, which isn't lost on us. But we must also address your oversharing tendencies, which have become well known within our family and circle of friends. While we all may find it amusing, I see it as a testament to your authenticity and transparency. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your willingness to share your experiences, both good and bad, with others. It's a rare and beautiful quality, and it has undoubtedly strengthened the bonds that you have with those around you.
If you know Beth at all, you'll know that she's got a particular talent for organisation and planning, and especially for delegation. So if you've known for any length of time, as soon as you walk past her, she'll hand you something and say, "Could you put that in the bin?" And like, you're closer to the bin than I am. I'm absolutely delighted to say she brought her talents to working in our family business, and she basically manages us all. You know, she's such a good manager. Everyone except, I should say, Benj, who's over there, who I don't think anybody can manage. So Beth, you're so talented, and I'm so thankful every day that I'm working with you. It's an absolute pleasure. When Beth and James were getting together, Beth had decided she wanted to do a course at church. And instead of doing the course at the Bolton church, she decided that she would want to go to Salford. And I think there was another reason for this that I didn't really know about at the time. And she managed to persuade Karina to go with her. And then during the break, this lovely young man called James brought her a cup of coffee, and she said, "Oh, isn't he a lovely young man?" Well, I think there was an ulterior motive that we didn't know about at the time. So, James, you're a very thoughtful, caring young man, absolutely talented and gifted at your music, amongst other things, and we're absolutely delighted to have you in the family. And you're an absolute credit to your mum and dad. And I see today more as not just a joining of you two, but a joining of our families.
Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace and always be thankful. Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom he gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts. Whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through him to God the Father.
Shall we give Beth a round of applause? 32 minutes. That's got to be a record, that. So, I'm not sure who won on that wager, So welcome to the wedding of this incredible couple, James and Beth, and we're here to celebrate these two people today, and we're just going to have a great day today celebrating all that they are and as they come together as man and wife. And we're going to ask for God's blessing on their future lives together. And what a beautiful setting, although I must admit, who gets married in a greenhouse? On one of the hottest days of the year. But it is absolutely beautiful, and we know we're going to have such an incredible day today.
Bethany, as I stand here today, I am humbled that I can call you my beautiful wife. Today, I join my life to yours, not simply as your husband, but as your friend, the love of your life, and your biggest supporter. I promise to be here for you every step of the way and be your shoulder to cry on. I promise to always cook you garlic bread and plain pasta if you need cheering up after having a bad day. I promise to always put you first, even during the football season. I promise to let you pick the film sometimes, even if you always start snoring after the first 5 minutes. I thank God every day for our relationship, our friendship, and for bringing us to where we are stood today. I am so very blessed. I will always be your best friend. We are a team now that is always together. Today, we get to be called husband and wife. So my love, let's never forget how happy we are in this moment together. And I pray that God will be at the centre of our marriage from this day until our last days, now and forever.
When Beth said that she had a first date with this guy and come back as his girlfriend, I was pretty impressed. I was like, who is this guy? This guy works fast, flipping it. And then I saw a couple pictures of him. No beard, rosy cheeks, and wearing exclusively button-up shirts. The word cute was used way too much by Beth to explain him. And I was pretty confused what Beth saw in this guy. It all started to make more sense when what Beth saw in you when I met you in person and started one of the best friendships I've ever had. Dating twins means that you don't get much choice in spending loads of time together, but I couldn't have chosen anyone better to figure out the crazy layout of that Seddon house than with you. You seriously are one of the most kindest and most genuine people I know. Your love for Beth and for everyone around you is something more people, including myself, should strive towards. Your constant good attitude and glass half full approach is exhausting at times, but I promise I will always balance you out with a healthy dose of realism. The way you see the world really is infectious, and I feel like I'm a better person being your friend. Anyway, enough of the nice stuff. Today, 4 years on, it's great that Beth somehow brought this beard out of you so it looks less like we're hanging out with a 13-year-old.
James, I knew from our first conversation that I would marry you one day. And our moment is finally here. I fell in love with you instantly. I think it was your laugh and that big smile. I thank God that He brought you into my life. You're the perfect man for me. You're the man I dreamed about and prayed for so many years. But for making me wait so long, I vowed to make you wait for me to get ready for the rest of your life.
Nice.
I promise to love you even when it's hard. I promise to stand by your side in the highs and in the lows. I vow to honour our commitment to each other and nurture our relationship. In you I found my home. You are my best friend, my cheerleader, the love of my life, and most importantly, my chauffeur. Thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like, and for teaching me how to love myself too along the way.
So everybody's already thanked everyone for being here today. So I want to personally thank Beth for being here today, because her timing is not as impeccable, as you all realise, as she looks today. Beth, you honestly do look stunning, so beautiful, like a true life Disney princess. I've got a little guest here, you can come stand here. But yeah, you do look like a Disney princess, Beth, but what I don't think that you realise is that Disney films often end straight after the wedding. Not that I'm saying it's... But that I don't think Disney quite knew how to portray Cinderella getting back into her rags and spending her whole entire life cleaning up after a man. But James, you're learning to be domesticated, right? It was in the contract, right? Yeah? Okay, so me and Beth have actually been preparing for this day for just a little while. So, Kate, can you just hold this while I get situated? You didn't half keep her waiting. She had me prepared.
Beth and James have given their promises to each other in marriage, exchanged rings, joined hands and declared their love and commitment to each other before God and people. As God has joined Beth and James together, let no one ever separate. In the name of the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit, I now pronounce them husband and wife. This is always the best part, innit? You may now kiss the bride.
When I first met Beth, I was a lonely, beardless boy. It's true. Whose only responsibility, other than playing on my PlayStation, was to take my dirty plates downstairs from my room for my mother to wash. I was so young that Beth literally turned her back on me the first time she saw me. She literally thought I was a child. Now, because of Beth, I can actually grow a beard. And I hit puberty for the first time. Thank you. That's very sweet, honestly. Yeah, which was a nice surprise.
So, James, a little bit of advice is traditional at this point. So, what I'd say, if you want to be on time for somewhere, I'd go around the house and set all the clocks half an hour fast. Or maybe after today's performance, an hour fast. Don't try and slow down Beth's ideas. Don't get in the way. You probably know this already. Because, you know, our plans are always going to work out whether you agree to them or not. So I'd say just don't get in the way. And she has some very good ideas. And last of all, don't argue with Beth. Because you know what's going to happen. She's just going to break your phone. So, just before I hand over to James, I'd like to ask you all to join me in a toast and raise your glasses. And I'll give you my toast. Beth and James.
I think we can all agree that Beth, she's got this ability of just making people feel so loved and adored, you know, just by her. If you're a friend or a close person with Beth, you know, she's just going to go above and beyond just to make you feel special. Our relationship together has only gotten stronger and stronger as the years have gone on, and I truly believe that will continue. You've been the most beautiful bride, and I don't think it will ever sink in that I get to call you my wife.